My third visit to Honeymoon Island State Park was just an amazing and truly magical day, honestly. I had one mission for this particular visit, and that was to get to the tip of the island. I arrived at the park when it opened at 8, and I sort of feel like the Hunger Games a little bit at Honeymoon because a lot of the shellers arrive right at 8. It's unlike other places where people, especially Sandbar, they'll go shelling in the dark with a flashlight. There's people arriving at the beach all the time, so you don't feel like you're in a race to get to the shells. At Honeymoon Island State Park, it opens at 8 o'clock, and so a lot of the shellers are lined up and ready to go. But on this particular day, there was hardly anybody out in the morning. There were some die-hard walkers who paced ahead of me, but it was magical because of all the sea life that morning and the lack of people. Really, there was dolphins out and osprey and all the live fighting konks, and I saw starfish, and somebody saw a sea turtle and pointed it out to me, and it was just beautiful temperature. Everything was just perfect about this day. I did end up walking 6 miles. It's about 3 miles up to the point, so it was a round trip 6 miles. But when I'm shelling, I don't even think about it. I don't think about the distance, and I honestly didn't think that I picked up quite as many shells as I did. But it was just a perfect day, and stay tuned and I'll show you my haul. Since I got out here at low tide, there were so many exposed fighting konks, and they appeared to have lifted themselves out of these holes and make their way out onto the beach. I'm not sure what this behavior is all about, but maybe they sense that there is no water and they're trying to find the water. I'm not sure, but all of these lumps that you see right here are fighting konks that are being exposed because of the low tide. I tried to help a few of them, but there's just way too many. I wanted to save them all and get them to water, but you know, this is how life works. And this guy went way over here, and I'm sure that they're fine as long as the birds don't get to them, and just wait for the next tide to come in. Things that's great about Honeymoon Island, if you do like to walk, you know, I'm a beachcomber, but I'm more of a beach walker, and if you do like to walk, I'm at 2.3 miles right now from the north parking lot, and I'm still not to the tip, so There's a lot of walking you can do here, and the great thing about it is this ground is really hard. It's not really soft sand that you're walking in. It's nice and firm, and so you're not as exhausted by the end. But I can't really remember if this is, I thought it was only about 2 miles up, but apparently it must be closer to 2.5 or 3 miles to the tip. I think I'm getting there. I haven't done it in 4 years, so I can't really remember how far it is, but it's a wonderful walk. Just check my Fitbit, and I'm at 2.6 miles, and I can actually see the tip of the island here, so I will make it to the end today. It looks like it's going to be about a 3-mile walk up and a 3-mile walk back. So I won't be short on my exercise today. I've seen a few sand dollars, and I never know if they're brown. I never know if they're alive, so I don't want to uproot them from their spot, so I don't pick those up. It's so peaceful out here. I just love it. There's a few people way behind me there, but this is just amazing. That oldie bit of giddy. Put it out here. Maybe somebody will want their garden. What's great about what's happening right here is that the sandbar is taking the wave break So I'm able to pick around in these rocks right here without getting pummeled by the waves. And also the marine layer is lifting and the sun is coming out. So it's absolutely beautiful. Don't be afraid to get up in these high rack lines. Look at all these shells up under this tree. I decided not to go up in there because I didn't have any bug spray on, but there's just a ton of shells, and I can see some lightning whelks and some conch shells, and this is a really good spot here. Here is the aftermath of a day at the beach with the traveling treasure finder. So this was the haul from the third day on Honeymoon Island. Try to get it all in frame there. And as usual, I'll use my little pointer because of my shaky hands. Here I got a lot more mermaid money. Gotta have lots of mermaid money to get around in the world, you know. A couple of really cool worm snails. There's this one and that one. I forgot before I started filming to look up the names of a couple of these shells. This one I know the name of, but I can't think of it offhand, so I'll put it on the screen. And then this is a regular auger, and this one is a little bit different. And honestly, I don't think I've ever found one of these, so I do have to look this one up. But I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find the name of that one. Found a nice shark eye and some Atlantic star snails. Over here are some really tiny, fragile angel wings. And I found one that you saw in the videos, and I put it in my pocket and it broke. I mean, duh. That was really dumb. So I don't have that one. Here is a Sunray Venus. And then this guy right here, I also have to look up. I have seen the name of this little shell before, but I don't think I've ever found one. So I'll put that on the screen. I believe this is a button snail or a top snail. I'll be sure to look that one up as well. It's a little bit different. It's either a button or a top. I'll put that on the screen. Of course, the Chestnut turbans, can't pass those up. A couple of really pretty jingles. There were so many jingles out there, and they were really big. I could have picked up a ton of those. I just wasn't really focused on jingles. As you know, I love the orange and yellow scallops, and I also really love the bay scallops. I just think they're really pretty. I did pick up some sand dollars today. I hadn't intended on doing that. There were so many sand dollars, and I don't like to pick them up when they're brown because I'm not sure if they're alive, but these were white when they rolled in, so I knew that they weren't alive. I did pick up this pear whelk just to show it to you. I think I did that in a previous video as well. It is damaged, so it'll probably go back to the beach. Pear whelks are very fragile. This one is almost fossilized. It's pretty hard, but it is damaged. I wanted to just show you what a pear whelk looks like. I did also pick up this tulip, which is also not in the greatest shape, but it was just a really big one. It was kind of cool. I did pick up a couple of fighting konks. I had to be really careful on that day because there were so many live ones and I didn't want to disturb them. I could tell that I wasn't sure about this one. I was pretty sure this one wasn't alive. I think it was the way that it was in the water. If they're flipped upside down in the water and you can see that there's shells inside, then you're pretty sure they're not alive, but I didn't want to dig too many of them up. I did find some really nice lightning whelks that obviously were not alive because I don't take live shells, and neither should you. This is like sort of a fossilized king's crown. I thought that was kind of cool. Over here is a couple of juvenile fighting konks, and I love the olives, and this was a really nice find. This was a really big one right there. That pretty much covers it. There is a little bit of coral here. Again, somebody needs to tell me if I'm breaking the law by picking this up. There was a huge piece of coral which I didn't feel comfortable picking up. These were just little bits and pieces that were way up on the shore, so hopefully I'm not going to get in any trouble for grabbing that. But that is the haul from my absolutely perfect day on Honeymoon Island State Park. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you would. I appreciate anyone and everyone who supports my channel, and give me a thumbs up on this video, and I will see you on the beach somewhere.